bill seeking to regulate public-private partnership PPP in Nigeria has killed second reading at the Nigerian Senate. This was equal to the presentation of the lead debate on the general principles of the bill by the sponsor, Senator Adamu Alero, during plenary on Wednesday. The report.
The bill is titled A Bill for an Act to Repeal the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission Private Partnership Regulatory Commission. Alero said the bill sought to repeal the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission Establishment Act 2005 and enact the Public-Private Partnership Regulatory Commission Bill 2021. He further said that one of the major challenges affecting the growth of Nigerian economy was the huge deficit in both the areas of social and economic infrastructure, roads, railway, seaports.
One of the major challenges affecting the growth of Nigerian economy is the huge deficit in both areas of social and economic infrastructure, like roads, railway, seaports, airports, the provision of affordable health care and medical services or medical facilities, to mention but a few. To bridge this gap, massive investment must be made in the expansion of the country's infrastructure services and beyond the resources and capacity of the government, which has been solely responsible for the provision of such infrastructure. Public-Private Partnership Regulatory Commission Bill 2021 will therefore be very key and central to leverage on private sector investment and capacity to bridge the country's enormous infrastructure gap through an effective framework for public-private partnership in Nigeria. The Public-Private Partnership Regulatory Commission Bill is meant to consolidate and facilitate private sector investment in the provision of new and the rehabilitation and maintenance of existing infrastructure to expedite development processes and ensure efficient and equitable use of the nation's resources.
In his remarks, President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, said that with very little resources in the country, the private sector should be encouraged to participate in the development of infrastructure. He thereafter referred the bill to the Senate Committee on Works for further legislative actions and to report back in 4 weeks.
Our country at this point, and indeed at any point, should embark on public-private partnership to ensure that we free our scarce resources for social development, particularly education and health and similar subsectors. I believe that at this point in our history, with very limited resources, we need to encourage the private sector to participate in the development of infrastructure in our country. And of course, this is the practice. But one thing is clear, that we have to provide the environment, a convenient environment, a safe environment for the public and for the private sector to be convinced that their investments will provide the kind of return that they aspire to get, and that there is the legal framework to protect their investments. Act to repeal the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission Act 2005 and enact the Public-Private Partnership Regulatory Commission to strengthen and enhance the supervisory role of the Commission and effectively position it in regulating the participation of public and private sectors in financing of construction, development, designing, operation, or maintenance of infrastructure, and for related matters 2021 second reading taken, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Works to report back within 4 weeks. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, a bill seeking to establish the Institute of Border Studies, Kwara State, skilled second reading during plenary on Wednesday. The bill was sponsored by Senator Sadiq Suleiman, representing Kwara North. The Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, after the bill was considered, referred it to the Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TED Fund given 4 weeks to report back to the Senate.